Hey everyone, I am going to be starting on week 22 for my Project Life 2018. I decided to show this video first on my YouTube because I was so excited with how this spread came together. I am using Ali Edwards and I will be using a variety of products from her. I have this June Stories card that I cut up. It was a 4x6. I cut it down to a 4x4. And now I'm going to make it a 3x4. So I have some chipboard and I have some stamps and I have a few things that I printed out and I have a bunch of cards to use as well. So I kind of picked out a hodgepodge of lots of things. I'm not sure what I'm going to use, but I am definitely excited to put together this last spread for Project Life 2018. Let's get started. So my first step is going to be to take the 3x4 cards and cut them down. So I'm going to take this yellow card and I'm going to cut it down. And I think I've mentioned before, I just use the photos that I have on hand and I just use those kind of to measure out the size that I need. So I'm going to do the same thing for this yes card, and then I have another one that says June details. But when I was finishing this project, I actually realized that most of this week includes a lot of May, so it's kind of half and half, but to me it felt like June, and so I went with June. And I'm finally using this yes card. I'd been saving this yes card, and I was worried. I don't know if I was worried, but I was thinking that maybe I couldn't incorporate all the colors, but I think for this last spread with all the photos and all the different colors in the photos, this will work perfect. So for my yellow card down that I'm working on right now, I just put 2 chipboards on there. I wanted to make a fun card using the 2 chipboards and maybe some word stickers. So I'm just going to pick out the word stickers that I want to use, and then I'm going to put them down next to the chipboard. So it's kind of like a cluster of different products. So I am going to put down these word stickers. I made sure that I picked the perfect one. It's a big decision. So I flipped them because I didn't like the spot that they were in, and then the chipboard I will put down after I stamp. For this photo of my mom and I had special stuff, and I actually printed that out because I knew I wouldn't have an ink that matched the June Stories card. So I just used a digital screenshot, and then I was able to recolor it. And for these pictures, they are 2.5 by 2.5, I believe, and I'm just adhering them to some white cardstock that I had. And then I have the one up top with my mother-in-law and I. We were at a parent appreciation for the end of the year. See, most of these activities that are on this page that I featured are kind of summer activities, end of the year activities. So to me, it totally felt like June. And then I'm just adding a word sticker to June Stories. I think it says hello June Stories or something like that. I thought that would work good. So then I had this card that said, or one of the Stories by the Month card that said, fun looks like this. And I thought that it would be hilarious to put that card with my husband being squished by our kids on the trampoline. I had forgot to cut the June details card, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut that card so that way it fits. It's actually a tight squeeze, but I like it. It works. And then I had these fun die cuts. I think they're from the Story Kit Light, and it was like on one of the sales that Ali Edwards had. So I grabbed a pack of those, and I'm going to take this. Oops, there's some adhesive on this or something. So I'm going to take one of those die cuts and I'm going to split it in half. That way I can use it on both sides of this project. So I'm going to put some adhesive on and then I can put it at the top. I thought that was a nice touch to add the sun, because we definitely had a lot of sunshine outside times. There we go. And I didn't really like where that gray sticker was, so I just moved it up. Just how it goes as a scrapbooker. Things look out of alignment, you have to fix them. I don't know why. You just have to fix them. So then I also, just like I printed that green special stuff, I wanted to make sure that I was going to have a yellow that matched the bottom right yellow card with the 2 chipboards. So I made this word strip. I printed that and it says Totally Love. I know the yellow is really bright, but it's okay. It works with all the colors and everything that's going on. So it works. I'm just going to leave it. And then I have another sticker. I think that one says My Story. So I just put that up there on the top left of the photo. And I put yay. I think that's all it says is yay. And it was my daughter picking some strawberries. I think these stickers were also part of that sale that Allie Edwards had as well. Just simple word stickers, and it works perfect. I'm just adding one to the June details card, and then I'm just going to trim off a little bit of it. One more phrase sticker on the photo with my mom and my kids. Just using these phrase stickers as a simple way to embellish and kind of tell the story a little bit more on the photos. And now I'm kind of gathering up my cards that I may decorate or that I need to finish, and then I'm going to set the pages aside and then work on those cards that I want to embellish or write on or just make them fancy. Now I got to get out my stamp inks, and now I'm going to work on this chipboard. And I felt pretty smart making this card. I felt like I leveled up as a scrapbooker. So my first, and I'll tell you in a second what that is, but my first was just putting down my glue for the chipboards. Now I will do the stamping where I felt very fancy and like maybe I've leveled up. So I wanted the Take It Easy stamp to be a light gray, and I wanted it to be subtle. And I knew that it would also add to the gray word strips and balance everything out because, you know, I'm big on that. So I took the Take It Easy stamp from the Stories by the Month kit, and I stamped it first on cardstock. Then I stamped it on the card, and I just repeated this several times. That way I could get Take It Easy lightly stamped on my yellow card. And I thought that that was brilliant. I felt very smart. So there you go. So now the next card I'm going to work on is this one with my mother-in-law and I'm going to put down the Totally Love word phrase. And then I am going to stamp thank you. And this, I keep forgetting to get new yellow ink, but this yellow ink just doesn't agree with me. So I stamped thank you on one side, and then it didn't work. So I did some finagling and cutting so that way I could get it to work, and I was able to stamp thank you a few times on this card. It's a little wonky and it's not perfect, but oh well. And then I'm just going to journal a little bit about what we were doing that day. There we go. Now I've got it. Now I can journal about our appreciation award ceremony that we went to. The next card that I will work on is the one of my mom and I. And that was when she came up to hang out with us for my birthday. She gave me some free time and took the kids to the water park. So now I'm going to finally work on that daddy card. I'm going to stamp Fun Looks Like This with some orange ink, since I hadn't really used some orange. And I'm going to stamp it on a piece of paper, and then I will fussy cut it out. And then I will put it next to the photo of my husband and the kids. And I will journal about how they just love playing with my husband, and my husband loves it, and he doesn't mind getting tackled. So it's always good to have a daddy that doesn't mind getting trampled. So now I'm going to work on the June details card, and I'm stamping a little phrase with the green ink and then adding a word phrase on top. And also for this card of my kids and some friends jumping, I'm going to put Here Comes Summer, and then I will put down the chipboard piece that says Get Outside, I believe. That's what it says. And it's a gray chipboard, so it also helps balance out some gray. But, I mean, gray is a neutral, so I don't even know if it really counts. So, and then I'm going to put some good stuff right there. I think I'm going to stamp it in green ink, and then that one will be done. Now I'm going back to the June details card, and I will be using my planner from 2018 to help me fill in the details, which sometimes it's hard to recall what I want to say, but for the most part, using my planner, and also I pull up the Google Photos album from June 2018. I pull that up, and there's my planner. And I pull that album up along with my planner, and I'm usually able to fill in the details pretty well about what I want to say and highlight from the week. After this card, I will move on to the last card, which is the giant yes, and I am going to put down the sun, adhere it to the bottom, and then I will talk about the big yes of this week, which was wrapping up the school year, starting summer activities with our local powwow carnival, and celebrating my birthday. So that will be my last card, and then I think this spread is almost done. So I'm going to put the spread back together and see what needs to be done still, if there's any last minute things. And I did notice that I didn't put the chipboard down for the photo of my kids looking through Opa's change. I think that chipboard says the story. And then I forgot to write out the days of the week for this week 22, and I'm just going to write it out with a pen. I'm not going to worry about stickers or anything. I moved the sticker on my daughter's photo, and I also added a sticker to the donut at the bottom, and now the spread's done. I absolutely love it. Like I said in the beginning, this is probably my favorite spread, I don't know, the whole entire album, but I just love it. I love the colors. I love how I use a variety of Allie Edwards products with the hybrid, the journaling cards, the stamping, the chipboard, the die cuts. I mean, you name it, I used it on here, and it all worked together so well. So I hope you enjoyed watching this process video. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.